Whenever you buy using a credit card, 5 parties come in action. When the pandemic hit, many parents reported buying their kids new phones or laptops so they could keep up their online schooling despite the disruption. For a middle-class family with 2 or more kids, it can be hard to pay for such big costs. What choices do you have? So a credit card lets you borrow money and buy things right away. After the month, you can pay for them. Who is paying for your purchases and paying the seller? Why seller is letting you buy on credit? If you repay your credit bill on time, how do banks earn from this transaction? All of these questions will be answered in this video. A single purchase using a credit card is a process in which 5 parties are involved and all 5 of them benefit from the same transaction. I will try to explain how. The 5 parties are: number 1, the card holder or the purchaser; number 2, the merchant or the seller; number 3, the bank which issues the card or the issuer; number 4, the bank whose machine is used to swipe the card or the acquirer; number 5, the payment networks, for example Visa or MasterCard. You, the customer, is the first party. You use credit cards for lots of advantages. No need to carry cash. You earn credit rewards or gifts in the form of air miles or gift cards. You can improve your credit score for timely credit repayments. This credit score is used for future loans. Second party is the merchant. The merchant or the seller who pays for the credit card use. Every time you use card, the seller pays a fee. That's why some places don't take certain cards. Their fees are too high, but they are happy to do so because it gives their customers more money to spend on other things. Let's say you purchase a shirt in a store. You can afford one shirt, but want the jeans in the window. You can't afford the jeans, so you will have to use your credit card. The credit card increases your purchasing power. The store owner would have lost that sale without your credit card. He swipes the card in his EDC machine. Since the acquiring bank pays him directly, he doesn't have to handle cash, so he is more than happy. The bank that gave the card to the customer is the third party, also called the issuing bank. The name of the bank that gave the card is written on it. Now, this is the bank that the customer will pay to complete the transaction. So all of the money will go to this bank. This bank takes out an interchange fee, which is fixed fee in the credit card business, and sends the rest of the money to the acquiring bank. Now that the transaction is over, the issuer has taken his cut and made money from it. This is only a small amount of money that the bank that gives out the money makes. They also give the facility of revolving the payment or minimum amount due. Revolving payments mean that if a card holder buys something but he doesn't have enough money to pay off the whole amount, he can pay as little as 5% of the total. They charge interest rate of at least 3% per month on the unpaid amount. The calculations are also done on a daily basis, and an individual would find it very difficult to calculate as to what he is being charged to revolve the amount. Aside from these, there may be other fees, so people need to be very careful when they are using the credit card. But if you are careful and only charge what you can pay back in full at the end of the month, credit cards are a great thing to have. Here, I would like to point out that the issuing bank takes all of the risk of not being able to get the payment from the customer. So if the customer doesn't pay up, the issuing bank will still have to make the payments to the acquiring bank. So all of the risk is being borne by the issuing bank. The merchant gets the machine from the fourth party, which is the acquiring bank. After taking out the commission, which can be anywhere from 2% to 3% depending on the number of transactions, the acquiring bank pays the merchant. A very large merchant would usually pay a very small percentage, while a small shop owner would have to pay more to have a machine put in. Out of this commission, the biggest pie goes to the issuing bank, which normally is more than 1%. There is also a small amount that goes to the payment network. The rest of the money goes to the acquiring bank. In case the acquiring bank is also the issuing bank, they have the advantage of not having to pay anything other than the network fees. The network companies, that is Visa and the MasterCard, make money on the transaction for providing their network, and since the volumes are huge, and they also end up making good amounts of money. I have tried to answer this question in a very simple way so that people not belonging to the industry are also able to understand as to how everybody is happy in this credit card industry. But if the customer makes one mistake of not being particular about his credit card payments, then he can be very unhappy at the end. If this video was useful for you, don't forget to hit the like button. Also subscribe this channel for more such videos in future, and also share it with your friends. Take care.